Preferred Company. It's about home health care.
Preferred's a friend you can depend on. Home health care with feeling. We're a part of the family, the way it ought to be. I preferred home health care. You're in Preferred Company.
Here is your radio host, Joel Markell, president and founder of Preferred Home Healthcare and Nursing Services, and co-host Marianne Levy.
So you traveled to Texas with your knees up against your chest?
First leg of the flight, yes. I lucked out the second leg of the flight because they had no options. It was just, that's what it is.
Right.
That's all you can do. And like I said, it wasn't a direct flight. So at least the first part was like an hour and a half. I can manage anything for an hour and a half. You mentally put yourself somewhere else and just kind of like hum or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very difficult. If I had to do the whole flight that way, because the problem is, you know how like you can recline and go back? Because my knees are so jammed into the seat in front of me, I can't even move my legs properly under the seat. And if the person reclines, forget about it. Forget about it.
Do you think they should take away the reclining?
You know how I feel about that one. Because the reclining, here's what I do. Okay, when I get in my seat, I evaluate who's behind me. Now, I'm not saying you have to. And it's because I'm sensitive, because I'm tall.
Right.
That I'd never want somebody to.
Right.
But, you know, some people, they get in and it's like popping that thing in reverse.
But
Boom.
that recline is so little.
It's not that much.
It doesn't really make a difference.
And you know what? On the flip side, you have that seat, you pay for the seat, you have the privilege to do that.
Consideration. I guess we're different colors.
No,
we're different breeds.
Some people feel, hey, I've paid for the seat. That's part of the functionality of the seat.
And who cares about the person in back?
And for me, I hear you on that, because when I do it, I kind of evaluate like who's behind me. If it's somebody who's in a similar situation to me, I don't want to pop it back.
All right, now when you fly, do you prefer a window or an aisle?
Got to have the aisle.
The aisle.
Yes.
So now I got to have the window.
Why?
It gives you extra leaning. Meaning, like, if you want to fall asleep, you can put your head and your right arm.
I guess
you got
right.
your own armrest and you got your own headrest.
I just like the ability. If I've got to get up, I'm not. Excuse me, and people are sleeping.
Yeah.
Because I'll be there forever. I don't want to be that guy waking somebody up. Let's say 2 people up because you're in the third seat next to the
off the plane?
window.
How about getting off the plane? Will you wait?
I'll wait
till the rows go.
Exactly.
Go,
you get some people that will do a sprint from the back of that plane.
Oh, they're
right
standing up while the plane's still taxiing with their bag, getting the bags off the top of the.
And then sometimes you get the excuse me. It's like, we're all on this plane together.
I know. You're not going anywhere quicker than.
I mean, I get it if it's somebody who's got a connecting flight. So how about this? As you're taxiing, maybe what they should say is, who on here has a connecting flight that you have to get to? Then maybe let them off first. I get that. But what happens is you get somebody, I got a connecting flight in 15 minutes. And then it's like...
they really don't.
Yeah.
They really don't.
Right. So I think there needs to be maybe that as part of the system.
Have you ever gone first class?
I have, but not by my purchase. I was bumped into it.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice up there.
Purchase it?
It's very nice up there.
Once you go first class, though, you don't want to go to the back of the plane
It's like when you go to the ball game. If you get those really good seats, you don't want to go to my seats.
Yeah, right.
You want the good seats.
That's what happens. You get a taste of the good life, and you realize, wow.
Well, the seats are roomy in front, and the width and the length.
What's the worst, though? This is the worst, okay?
What, the cookies? Cookies are good.
No. Not that they give you warm cookies right out of the oven.
That's very nice. And then a hot towel.
Hot towel.
It's beautiful.
A menu to look at. It's that they let the first class people on first. And as you're boarding, you got to go
all looking at you.
Right, you got to go through first class, and they're sitting there already with a glass
of champagne or whatever.
A wine. Laying back, watching TV already, and you're shuffling in like a herd of cow.
Right.
And a lot of planes, you have to go through first class to get it.
If you look at their facial expressions, they're annoyed. Because it's an aggravation. These people are...
Little do they know, or little do you know, is that most of them did not pay for it.
Who knows?
Lou Mercatanti, how are you?
Hi, Marianne. How are you?
I'm
good. It's been a long time.
It's been a real long time. First, let's do this. How's the family? How's your daughter?
Family is great. You're not going to believe this. The last time you probably heard me talk about Cammie, we were probably talking about daycare or kindergarten or
She was getting her first bicycle.
First bicycle. I remember this story.
Yep.
Well, I'm happy to say that a month ago this week she graduated high school at Red Bank Catholic.
Oh, my goodness.
Where does the time go? And in another month and a half or two, she's off to Boston, going to college, and the next chapter of life.
Okay. Let's move on from the past. Now, you've done a lot in between the time I've known you, because you had our radio stations at one time. I was an employee of yours. And first of all, I do have to give you butterflies for that, because you are still talked about here. You were one of the most beloved employers we've ever had. And we do miss you. We definitely miss you. But you've gone on to a lot since then. And now you've got this new place here on the water in Lavallette, the Channel Marker Cafe.
Yes, Channel Marker Cafe. I'll give you a little short story. We opened it very quietly in 2011, and it's on the water. And the first year, we had a decent year. No one knew about it. We had some issues in the kitchen. We had some issues with the staff, but all the bumps came out, and everyone enjoyed it. We have a very active marina with over 200 slips, and we're in this beautiful community at Lavallette and Ocean Beach, where there are literally thousands of people during the summertime with not too many options. So we provide a really nice option for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So fast forward, 2012 was the real first year we opened. We had a great year. People enjoyed it. We had entertainment. And lo and behold, like a lot of our listeners that are on today, the marina was devastated in Sandy, and the restaurant in particular was devastated, being that it's right on the water.
Right.
We had somewhere between 3 to 4 feet of water. It was just devastated. So, painstakingly over the next several years, we started doing work on the marina and on the cafe with the idea of making, when we did reopen, it was going to be bigger and better. And I'm happy to say, with a lot of help and with a lot of patience, we reopened last summer. We didn't get open until July 4th weekend, and had a real good summer. Everyone was coming in, saying, you're open, thank God, you're open again. Sort of like what everything happens at the beach when they see signs of recovery from Sandy. Everybody's just so happy that we're back in business. And this year we had a much better plan. We started thinking about opening in December and January. We hired a new general manager. We have a fabulous chef, Phil. And we opened right around the weekend of Memorial Day. And we were open for 4 to 5 days a week during that period. And then as of Father's Day, we're open for the summer. We're open, I won't say 24/7, but it feels like that. We're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's restaurant life.
Yeah, exactly. It's restaurant life, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. On weekends, we have entertainment in the afternoons on Friday and Saturday, and we have Joey B.
You love him.
On Sundays, who just does a fabulous job. The people love Joey, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, we had I'm sorry, Lou, go ahead.
I was saying we have dining inside and outside, and I'll give you a funny story. Last night, my wife and I went there for dinner, an early dinner, and of course, Cammie is working. She's the hostess and sort of operating as a floor manager at night. And we saw a couple came in, and they weren't getting service because Cammie was running around out on the dock and on the deck rearranging tables. So I got up and said to them, can I help you? And they said, well, we're looking for a table for two. And I said, well, the hostess will be right with you. Of course, Cammie came in and said, Dad, you don't need to help. I have this taken care of. Please, go sit down. So I responded accordingly and put my head down and walked back to my table. And the next thing you know, I'm looking at Cammie talk to this couple, and they start walking out the door. And I was like, oh, my God, how do you have that happen? So I got all concerned. Cammie came over and said, they wanted a table outside. They wouldn't take the table inside. I told them, if you want to eat outside, you make a reservation. So they made a reservation for tomorrow night. They're coming back, but they really want to sit outside. I cannot maintain the floor and have all these people outside. We are slim. I'm thinking, oh, my God, what happened to where are my Barbies?
And That's the beauty of Dad.
Exactly.
But she got the job done. Now, coincidentally, this morning, a listener friend of ours, we call her Diane with the Shelties, her family was visiting from Boston, I think from Boston. Well, they had a party of 10. They called for a reservation. They went there yesterday. They were there about 6 o'clock. She did nothing but rave up and down, not knowing that you were coming on today.
Oh, my goodness.
Not knowing a party of 10. They said everything, the service, the food, the seating was just magnificent. It's a beauty hidden here.
That is so great to hear. We try. Every time we open up a restaurant, again, in our case, because we're closed for a period of time over the winter, and we reopen, there's always little bumps in the road. And I have to say, this year we had a few bumps, but since then it's been pretty smooth sailing. We have a great staff in the kitchen. We have great wait staff. You wouldn't believe this. We had probably between 20 and 25 young folks last year, mostly graduating high school, college kids.
Right.
I think we had 85 or 90% retention. They came back.
Nice.
They came
That's how
back.
good
They were
it was.
calling, when's it opening? We want to come. We want to come. And we just have a great, great staff.
Oh, who
Chef
wouldn't
is
want to
doing a
work on the
great job.
water?
It's beautiful.
Right?
Exactly.
All right, now
Where
give
else
us
can
a
you be?
menu. A menu, Lou. If we were to come in, let's say David and I were walking in today and we're going to have lunch, what would we be looking at on the menu?
Okay. So we have some special treats. As an example, because we're on the water, we have a Bahamian conch fritter, which is one of the real specialties. You
Sounds
can't
like
find
Key
any
West.
place. Exactly. Any place north of Key West, you can't find them, or west of the Bahamas. But we have them made fresh, and I mean fresh. Conch is fresh. It's cut. It's minced. They're beautiful. We have a bang bang shrimp, which is just incredible. There's 5 to 6 jumbo shrimp, depending on the size, done in a really nice sauce. Chef does a great job with those. He makes a homemade mozzarella salad, which is with tomatoes, our great Jersey tomatoes. That's a great option. There's wonderful salads. Without going into all of them, any of the salads would be great. They come in a large teak bowl, something that you'd feel that you'd have at Mom's house as opposed to a restaurant. It's a beautiful, beautiful presentation. And then, of course, you can have shrimp, you can have chicken, you can have steak on top of it if you like, or just a salad. We made some great salads. And, of course, being on the water, fish is one of our specialties. So there's always a special fish of the day. We had snapper yesterday. Usually, there's grouper, there's tuna. Of course, there's flounder. There's fish and chips, which is probably the best fish and chips. I'm a fish and chips guy. Best fish and chips I think I've had ever.
I got to come for the conch fritters.
You got to come.
I love
for
the fish and
chips. Tell
chips.
me when you're coming, and I'll join you.
Oh, I'd love that because we haven't seen each other forever. Now, I also want to bring up your sunset specials Monday through Thursday from 3:30 to 8:30, I believe, or 3:30 to 5:30.
3:30 to 5:30. So let's start with that. The specials from 3:30 to 5:30. We do that as a sunset special. It's kind of quiet at that point. A lot of people are out on the beach, and what happens is we offer a 4 to 5 entrees. They're special entrees. It may not be items on the menu, but are things that are special for that day. And it's a great deal. It's $14.95, and you get a beverage, and it's just a great opportunity. We do that every day during the week. Now on Monday and Thursday, so today is Thursday. Today is a special day. Believe this or not, on Mondays and Thursdays, Monday we do prime rib night. It is an incredible prime rib, made fresh, of course, that afternoon, seared, sitting, aged. It's wonderful. We went there on Monday with my father-in-law. He can't find it anymore because the price of prime rib has just gone through the roof. Nobody has it. We had it.
Right.
$19.95. It is a great presentation. And you can think that's a great deal. Tonight, Thursday, are lobster nights.
Oh.
$1.25 pounds, $1.3, $1.5. You can't figure out how big the lobsters are going to be, but they're somewhere in that range.
Right.
And they come with potatoes. There's a nice side dish of vegetables, and that is $19.95. When the chef told me he was doing this, I didn't want to criticize, but I wanted to jump and say, Phil, how much are we losing on every lobster? We have to. He says, Lou, I made a deal. They're coming in fresh. I made a deal with the purveyor. As long as we can tell him we're buying him every week, we're buying this many.
Yeah.
He gave me this price, and we're doing it. I said, oh my God, that is just fabulous. So tonight, and there's no time restriction. You come in anytime for dinner, and you have lobsters.
You are listening to Preferred Company. Joel on vacation, David is sitting in, and we will be right back.
Back to Preferred Company with your hosts, Joel Markell and Marianne Levy.
I preferred home health care. You're in preferred company.
Breakfast. We didn't cover breakfast.
Breakfast is a great option because what happens in the morning, people are they're milling around. We don't have any time restrictions. You want to come in at 8 o'clock, it's breakfast. You want to come in at 7:30. You want to come in at 11:30, there's breakfast.
What time you all open up?
Well, somebody's usually there around 7:30. But
Okay.
if you knock on the door at 7:30, you're
Okay.
walk in.
Gotcha.
Usually it's 8 to 3. Monday through Sunday, and we'll serve you breakfast. We make some great omelets, pancakes people rave about. It's just a really, really nice breakfast, and it's moderately priced. So you bring the family. We have a kids menu. Instead of getting the big snack, get the short snack. Get some blueberries or raspberries on that, and it's a great thing. People love the breakfast. So breakfast sort of runs from 8 to 3, and then lunch sort of overlaps from 12 to 3.
Okay.
And then dinner, again, taking into account the specials I just mentioned, the dinner start in that range between 3 and 3:30, especially with the sunset menu. And of course, you don't have to stick to the sunset menu, but people who are coming in at that time are coming in because it's such a great deal, and you're sitting on the water and you're seeing all that activity. And then our formal dinner probably starts at around 6 or 6:30.
Is there a liquor license? No.
We do not have a liquor license, nor did we want a liquor license.
Good. Okay.
It's a BYOB. We're happy to help you. There's no corkage fee. We have champagne glasses, the wine glasses, the sangria glasses.
Okay.
You come, we'll open it for you. Bring your finest, and we'll add the food. That's all you have to do.
All right. Now, phone
and
number.
Dinner.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The dinner. One nice thing about the dinner is we're on the bay, and in fact, we have just such a great location that you cannot help but see fabulous sunsets. Right now, the sun is setting at around 8:20 to 8:30. It's not coincidental that a lot of people are coming in at around 7:30 because they want to see this sunset, which is just incredible. And one of the other features is we're one of the few restaurants, if not maybe the only restaurant on our part of the bay. You can come by boat. We have dock and dine.
Oh, that's right.
So if you come in and we're busy and your table's not ready, or you just want to hang out on your boat, tie it up. We'll have somebody help, and we'll open up your wine, and we'll serve you hors d'oeuvres, we'll serve you apps, we'll serve you dinner, whatever you like.
I got to get a boat.
And the nice part about it, if I didn't mention this, it's very, very, very casual. This is something you feel comfortable coming in. If you want to be dressed, that's fine. If you want to come in flip-flops, that's fine.
Okay.
We're at the beach. There's no pomp and circumstance. It's great food, great friends, great environment. It's really a friendly place. We built it as if a place that I would want to go every day if I was on vacation, and that's what it feels like.
Wow.
So if any of our friends are coming from Toms River and you're heading south on the water, look for Marker 27. Marker 27 is on the bay. Take a right, and the next thing you know, you'll see the channel. You'll see the marina, and pull in past the gas dock, and you'll see the Channel Marker Cafe. And as far as hours, I know you had asked me that, because we pretty much gave you the hours, but one thing I wanted to add is on Fridays and Saturdays, late afternoon, early evening, up until about 6 o'clock, we have entertainment right out on the dock, which is really a lot of fun, and we do a light menu. We can choice of appetizers. And, of course, on Sundays, I mentioned, we have Joey, and he's there every Sunday, started about 2 weeks ago, Father's Day, and he's there for the duration. And that just brings a life to the marina that it's hard to mention. You know Joey. So
I do know Joey, yes.
I don't have to say anything more. People who people who have never sung in their life all of a sudden want to grab that mic, and people who have sung in their life, you can't take the mic from them. It's just a great, great time.
All right. So now, we need a phone number for reservations.
Okay, reservations are recommended, especially if you want to sit outside, as I mentioned earlier. Mm-hmm. And the number is 732-793-7559.
Okay.
And one of the nice things, Mayor, is that if it's amazing. You just mentioned a table from Tom River came in, a table of 10. How many places do you think at the Jersey Shore you could call a day or 2 days ahead of time and say, I need a 10-top or a 12-top? Not many.
Right.
Because it's just not available. But the way the restaurant is designed, we have a private dining room as you come in the foyer on the right, which could handle parties up to 30 people. Mm-hmm. And then the main dining room, we could handle another 30 to 36. And then the outside dining is anywhere from 36 to as many as 48 people. But a lot of people want to sit outside. We're putting in our enclosure this week, which is really going to add another ambiance to it. Right now it's open, but it'll soon be closed.
Okay.
And it'll give you that feeling of, you mentioned it, Key West or someplace in the island.
Oh, well, I can't wait because I have not been there yet.
I want to head over there now.
Yeah, but I will be there in the next couple of weeks, and I promise I will call you. I'll give you a heads up ahead of time. We'll sit down and we'll just reminisce and enjoy some food.
I would love to. Some of my happiest days were when I was involved with you folks. Great time to be in the radio business, and it's still a great time, of course. And I've done a few other things since then, and I'm happy to say, this is one of them. I'm very happy about Channel Marker. And our staff is there to welcome anyone coming in.
Oh, nice. Well, Lou, it was so nice talking to you. I'm going to see you real soon. And listener friends, it's the Channel Marker Cafe on Route 35 North. Would you call that?
No, I'm going to get, for those of us that are driving, we're talking about boating. Get on Route 35 South. Its number is 3245 35 South. So it's 3245. You can't miss it as you're driving south. Certainly before you head into Lavallette proper, you'll see the marina. You'll see activity on the left, and the marina is on the right. And you'll see the lot of signs, a lot of signage. We just created a really nice outdoor area for waiting because I couldn't take people standing and milling around, so we created a little garden area out front, and we have benches in the back so you can sit and watch the sunset, have a glass of wine, and wait for your table.
Well, Lou, you were always about consideration, and you just brought it forward with your restaurant. So thank you so much, and we will see you really, really, really soon, and the best to your family.
Oh, thank you. And Mayor, please give my best to Bob.
I absolutely will as soon as I get home. Thanks, Lou. Yeah. See you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sounds nice.
I want to come fritter right now.
Wow. I'm just trying to picture it. I'm sorry. What did he say? 3245?
3245, Route 35 South.
Route 35
you can't miss it. It is a marina. There are boats. And you'll just
But how cool is that? It is in a marina. So you're going to have the people that are boating, doing their thing. They got a place to eat.
Yeah.
And for the rest of us who aren't, right in there.
All right.
It's good stuff. That's a good review.
Okay.
I'm just such a big fan of the water. This is great.
Well, you have a boat.
But it's the dining on the water is limited.
But you can take your boat up there, can't you?
I guess I have to figure out how to get in there. I'm sure that's a possibility. My point is to drive and be to a place on the water is limited in this area.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well.
And to sit there. With boating and docking it is one thing.
I wonder
but to be able
how hard it is to get people out of their seats. Like some people
I think you mentioned there was a foghorn. He comes up behind people and says it's time. Yeah.
No, really. You get there and you're comfortable.
Yeah.
It's a nice cool breeze.
That has got to be difficult.
You're done with dinner.
And you're having your wine or whatever.
You're having your wine, listening to the music. How do you move them along? Like, can they... Because one thing I don't like to do is hold up a table for a waiter or waitress.
I think the hardest thing with that type of setup is exactly that. People come, there's the sunset going on, and it's like...
Maybe there's a different, which we didn't get into, maybe there's a different area to the side where he has the waiting out front.
Right.
He's made a garden. Right. Maybe he made a little hangout spot.
Right.
Where people can get up from their table so they can turn them over and go sit there.
That'd be funny. He's got a what do you call the sanddial or whatever? Not the sanddial.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. The thing.
Like Days of Our Lives. Like
yeah.
days,
the sand. The
Sand clock?
Hourglass.
Hourglass.
Yes.
There you go.
So that's it. You see this? When it goes and it's empty and to the bottom, you're out of here. That's cool. Well, I'm happy for him. It sounds like a good spot, and we definitely will check it out.
Okay.
You know what we didn't mention? He does close down. He's seasonally. Is that basically?
You know what? I was listening, and oh, jeez.
What is that? Hello?
My phone just went off. A video popped up on my phone, and it wasn't turned down. It went off. I think he is seasonal, but we didn't find out what month.
Yeah, probably.
That he closes.
You know, my thinking with that kind of business is he probably runs it as long as it makes sense, and then eventually,
that's a good possibility. But they do have indoor dining too.
Okay.
He said he's got a big area that they can hold a party for 38 to 40 people.
That's impressive. Yeah, and the good point about the 10 people, that they needed a table. That's hard to do.
And outside.
To accommodate outside
but
on
like
the work.
Diane said, they got there early.
Right.
But by the time they left,
was it 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
That's reasonable. It's not like they're going there at 3.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, that's dinner time. That's good.
All right. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have another Channel Marker Cafe gift card for tomorrow, which is Friday.
Right in time for the weekend.
Yes.
He says they have good pancakes.
Yeah, fresh blueberries and raspberries.
I know I'm weird. I focus in on the breakfast. How many places can you have breakfast on the water?
Not many.
And there it is. He's provided it.
Yay!
My
Tomorrow's
goodness.
Friday, short week. Not that we don't like being here, but still. Remember to count your blessings and not your troubles. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Have a great day. And if you meet a nurse or a home health aide, say thank you from all of us here at Preferred Company. David, thanks again. I'll see you in the morning.
Thanks for watching Preferred Company. For more information or to inquire about the services offered by Preferred Home Healthcare and Nursing, call 1-800-603-CARE.
1-800-603-CARE.
That's 1-800-603-2273 or visit preferredcares.com. Friend Preferred Home Healthcare and Nursing Services on Facebook and follow them on Twitter.